Wow, I tell you what, Sphere 3D has gone on a wild ride. This stock has gone down almost 80% since September, and it has not been pretty at all if you were invested in this company for the long term. I mean, they had highs up near $10 and now they're valued somewhere around $2. In this video, I'm going to share whether or not I think this company is still a buy and a lesson I felt a lot of people learned when they invested in this company. Sphere 3D is a data management firm that is going to be merging with Griffin Digital Mining. Now, before I go ahead and dive into these companies and talk about the merger, I want to give a quick disclaimer and say that this is not the current market cap. I'm personally expecting this market cap to actually be somewhere around 700 million, but if you have a more accurate answer, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Now, Griffin Digital Mining is a Bitcoin mining company, and they want to create the world's largest fully integrated pure play Bitcoin miner with a zero carbon footprint. Now, one of the biggest issues that people have when it comes to Bitcoin mining companies is the impact that it has on the environment because the amount of power that is being used, with a lot of companies using carbon as a way to generate high amounts of power. Now, Griffin Digital is not only carbon free, but they're planning on being carbon negative as well. Plus, their energy costs are some of the lowest that I've seen. They could be as low as 1.3 cents per kilowatt, while the average is somewhere around 2.4 cents. Now, Sphere 3D has SnapMine, which is a cryptocurrency mining solution. What this will allow them to do is be able to mine other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum. Now, I think that this would be huge for the company because they would be able to not only use these miners, but sell them to other companies as well. Now, when it comes to Griffin Digital's management team, I believe they have one of the strongest and most diverse Bitcoin management teams that there is right now. Rob Chang, the CEO of Griffin Digital, was actually the CFO at Riot Blockchain. And Brittany Kaiser, who is the executive chair of the board, is a member of the Congressional Standing Committee on Blockchain. So they have a ton of great connections. And I believe that this company is at the forefront of making blockchain way more popular than it is right now. Now, the combined company is expected to have almost 70,000 miners by the end of this year. And I'm expecting that as Bitcoin mining increases difficulty, Griffin Digital will be able to mine about 30 Bitcoin a day. Now, with a Bitcoin price of about $50,000, which honestly for a lot of people, that would be a very bad year, they would have revenues of $550 million. Honestly, I think that's an extremely conservative Bitcoin price. Now, I know some people are going to get upset, but I do not think that Bitcoin is going to reach 100K by the end of this year. Because personally, I think that the Bitcoin ETF, which is the major catalyst for Bitcoin, isn't going to be completed until 2023. But I do see Bitcoin prices hitting somewhere around 75K by the end of this year. And if that were the case, their Bitcoin revenue for 2022 would be almost $900 million. With Riot Blockchain expected to have a hash rate of 9 exahash, given their current market cap, Sphere 3D right now would be valued somewhere around $1.2 billion. So as long as the valuation isn't a lot higher than what I estimated, this could be a strong return. But I would also like to say that I believe Griffin Digital Mining is actually going to grow faster than Riot Blockchain. But that is my personal belief. Right now, I think Griffin Digital should have a valuation somewhere around $1 billion, considering the fact that Riot is mining a whole lot more Bitcoin than Griffin Digital is right now. But here's the reason why I think that Griffin Digital Mining is actually going to outgrow Riot Blockchain. The agreement with Hertford Advisors could give Griffin Digital a total of 220,000 miners and a 200,000 square foot crypto mining facility that would supply up to 1 gigawatt of carbon neutral power and 1 gigawatt of power from the grid as a backup. This would expand their business significantly, which would result in a higher valuation. Now, there are some things to consider when it comes to buying this stock because they have ordered mining rigs that aren't even up yet. And so they need to be able to have the cash to buy the rest of these mining rigs that could be a part of their overall contract with Hertford Advisors. But if they do get through these obstacles, I believe that this stock could be one of the best performers in all the Bitcoin mining companies. If this company acquired all of their miners that they're expected to get, they would have a hash rate of 21.5 exahash in the next 1 to 3 years. And that would be considered the largest in any Bitcoin mining company. But with all that said, there is a major caution flag. One of the things that I've learned about being an investor for the last 4 years is that anytime you're investing in a company that is a pre-merger, so either a SPAC or a reverse merger, you need to consider the risk of the merger possibly being delayed or canceled altogether. And that is exactly what happened last year. The big news that came out for Sphere 3D that initiated all this downtrend was that the merger with Griffin Digital was going to get pushed back to Q1 of this year. Now, this was significant news at the time because a lot of people that were in this company were traders and not investors. And they wanted to be able to hold all the way up till the merger. I think there were many people who were looking forward to Griffin Digital, which is great, but they forgot the risk that came along with these mergers, and so they piled a whole lot of money into this company. But when the news that the merger was going to be delayed came out, people lost significant amount of money. So here's what I would typically do when it comes to pre-mergers. I will not make a position for a pre-merger stock above 10% of my entire portfolio. That way, if the merger doesn't go through or that there is a delay, then the money that I would lose would be minimal in comparison to a really big position. And the same thing applied with Sphere 3D. I knew the risk, and so I did not want to make this one of my largest positions. I believe that after looking at all of my accounts, Sphere 3D is about 5% of my overall portfolio because I'm also in CleanSpark. And I don't want to be overly exposed in crypto. Going forward, I still believe in Griffin Digital Mining because I trust this management team. And the amount of growth that they're projecting is crazy in my opinion. I wouldn't load the boat like these other companies because of the things that I mentioned before, but I do see potential in adding more, especially at this current share price. If this stock is anywhere under $3, I'm willing to add more. But I am going to be cautious and strategic when it comes to adding to my position because I have plenty of other positions that I need to add to also. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, would you consider destroying that like button? Helps the channel immensely, as well as comment down below your thoughts on Sphere 3D's current share price. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below. That way you're notified when new content comes out. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one.